I'm almost certain that nobody started a coaching business because they were thrilled at the prospect of sending 1,000 DMs to strangers every single day and being rejected by 999 of them. I'm also pretty sure that nobody started a coaching business because they wanted to sit on 60-minute Zoom calls with strangers on the internet and trying to convince them desperately to send them thousands of dollars. I actually once had a Zoom call with somebody who ended up asking me for pictures of my feet. True story. So why is it then that is normal practice for so many online coaches in 2026? Why do we blindly just give way to what we actually want from our businesses and follow the path laid out to us by those who preach sending cold DMs and running sales calls to grow? Surely there's got to be another way of going about it. If we think about this long and hard enough, surely we can figure this out. I mean, we're pretty smart beings. We've sent people to space, we've created artificial intelligence, and yet we can't figure out how to sell our services without chasing people around the internet. There is a way, and it's actually simpler than you think, but it requires something that so many people just don't have. You gotta have big balls. You gotta have big balls to take a chance on yourself, to commit to the process of moving away from the old traditional approaches of scaling an online information business like funnels and towards the new way that I call ecosystems. You see, a funnel works on the premise that your potential customers and clients will follow a perfectly straight and linear journey from seeing you for the very first time on the internet and then checking out and buying your services. But things have changed a lot. The buying journey isn't just one linear path anymore. People might see you popping up on Instagram one day, and then a few days later, they see a YouTube video, which they watch some of it. And then all of a sudden, a week later, they've opted into your lead magnet. They open a couple of your emails. And then a few months later, they see an offer that you created to promote an accelerator program, and it gets them to take an action. The buying journey takes weeks, sometimes even months, maybe even in some cases, years. Yet funnels expect people to opt in, book a call, and purchase within a couple of days. And it just doesn't work like that anymore. Not in a low trust market, not in this market. Now, here's where it gets cool. You can actually design your marketing systems to push your audience through an ecosystem that is specifically set up in such a way to have them binging your content and buying into your unique mechanisms until they end up reaching out to you and inquiring to work with you. It starts with your attention channel, which for me and my clients is Instagram. So we choose Instagram because it is unbelievably easy to set up ads that grow your audience every single day and gives you new eyeballs and opportunities on your business and on your offer. All of our Instagram content is an opportunity to turn views on a reel or a carousel into people opting in to your ecosystem. So we use the social media automation tool ManyChat to get people to comment keywords, which then kicks in and starts the entire buying cycle. We push all of those leads who comment on our posts into what I call the micro-indoctrination series, which is essentially a binge-worthy YouTube series that guides your viewers on a journey of discovery. The micro-indoctrination series is built in such a way that it challenges the beliefs, the viewpoints, of what it actually takes to achieve their results, and it positions you, your program, and your unique mechanisms as the new, obvious, and dare I say it, more enjoyable solution to getting from point A to point B for your clients. The micro-indoctrination series is such a freaking powerful tool because it doubles up as a lead magnet that you can promote on social media and build your ecosystem with, but B, it doubles up as your nurture and sales process. I have literally had countless DMs from people saying, Ollie, I just binged watched your YouTube series and I'm in. How do I sign up? Which brings me perfectly on to selling your high ticket services in the DMs as opposed to on Zoom calls. Now, I'm not going to sit here for 1 second and pretend like selling in the DMs is easy. It's not. It's simple, but it's not easy. And those two things are wildly different. The reason it's simple is because you just need a couple of things in place before you can start selling with an offer document in the DMs. It's not easy because, again, it takes huge cojones to actually back yourself and to pass up the opportunity to book in a call with a prospect, which is your default response, and to instead send a really simple Notion page that details out how you can help people and how they can work with you. Now, if you've done something a certain way for many, many years, and the way that you've done things has made you money, then no fucking wonder you are reluctant to switch to a sales approach, because if it goes wrong, it means that you are losing money. And that is scary for business owners. Think about it this way. How many leads or consumers of coaching services actually want to jump on sales calls anyway? The answer is pretty much none of them, apart from the odd weirdo who wants pictures of your feet, of course. So if it's better for you because you don't have to sit on Zoom calls with strangers all day, and it's better for your potential clients because they don't want to be put in these high pressure sales environments, surely it is a no-brainer for everybody. So what do you actually need to be able to sell your high ticket coaching services in the DMs? Let me give you a pretty comprehensive but simple list. You need social proof. You need a strong offer that people actually want to buy. I recommend checking out Alex Hormozi's value equation. You need long form content so that people actually spend time listening to you and watching you. You need unique mechanisms that separate you from your competitors. And you need a well-curated document that does the selling for you. That's it. If you can commit to building those things and you can showcase them regularly, you can very easily start selling your services in the DMs. But back to the micro-indoctrination series real quick, because obviously everybody who goes through that mini series on YouTube isn't going to instantly reach out and become a paying customer or client for your coaching business. This is why the ecosystem is such an effective strategy, because once they're in the ecosystem, we keep popping up in their world over and over and over again on multiple platforms. They'll be getting your emails throughout the week, and then they'll see your reels popping off in their feed. The YouTube algorithm is going to start showing them your long form content more consistently. And if you've got something like a school community, they're probably going to be getting notifications from you when you post in there as well. So the ecosystem is designed to create that feeling of omnipresence, because that is how people consume content nowadays. Think about what your thumb does in a single day, right? Jumping and bouncing around from app to app. If you're anything like me, you've probably got this little circuit that you do on your phone screen where you check your emails and then you pop into Instagram briefly and check your DMs, and then you go over to YouTube, yada, yada, yada. We are essentially designing our marketing systems to cater for that behavior on our phones so that you can be present and visible no matter where your prospects are. So now that we actually have our ecosystem growing every single day from the content that we're posting organically and the simple ads that we're running on Instagram, people are opting into our lead magnets. We've actually captured the lead and we can start to market to it time and time again. So whether it takes someone 3 months to become a client, 6 months, or even 2 years, it makes no difference. The business is compounding over time by building an ecosystem. Most funnel economics only work when every stage of the funnel is firing on all cylinders. So if the ad copy is off, or the creative is starting to fatigue, or an ad account gets shut down, God forbid, or the VSL is no longer converting on the landing page, if one of those stages is off, we completely lose the lead and we start burning through cash on ads. With an ecosystem, we can generate the lead once for little to no money, and then we can market to it consistently over time until they become a client. Now, if you'd like to watch my micro-indoctrination series so that, number one, you have an insight of how this thing actually works from a consumer perspective on the outside looking in, but number two, so that you can learn more about the ecosystem and how every phase works, then just click the link up here. It will take you to the playlist. You can watch all 6 episodes back to back and you can figure this out for yourself. See you there.